Matt, 7 goals without any senior strikers. Wasn't a bad trip to Salford last week, was it?
No, it were a good trip, and I think it's always good for morale and good for confidence. And look, it's a trophy that probably gets a bit of stick at times from certain footballing fraternities, but I think it's really important. It gives us an opportunity to look at younger players. I know we've had it previously when we've been in Championship and not had that competition, and it's hard to bleed 1 or 2 young players in Championship, Cup games, carry bigger squads, etc. But it was a good opportunity for like Dean Garner, James Clark, and Josh Ayres, and they're doing reasonably well. They're going on okay. So it was a good workout, and it ticked a lot of boxes for us in terms of getting other people minutes.
And I imagine as a proud Rotherham man, the fact that there are multiple youngsters that got their opportunity, that took their opportunity, that scored goals, that's huge on a night like that for the club as a general.
Yeah, well, you only got to look at history and years of this club. Like, a lot of good young players have come through the system, going back to like Will Hoskins and people like that, and Ben Wiles, obviously, who's my favourite, I don't mind admitting, but Jerry Yates, other people. Look, like we've developed and created a lot of good young players here, and I think a club like us needs to do that, and we have to try and give people an opportunity. It's good for the community. I come from a world where it's a bit make-believe at times, where I want lads to come here at 9 and go all the way through. I understand that doesn't happen now. Big clubs come and get you better young players, but at the same time, I think it's important that people see Hamish Douglas as playing, and because it can help bring young players to the academy because they know that they're going to get an opportunity here, and that's what I want.
Had a spare weekend. I know you wouldn't have wanted one, but did you take in some football? What did you do?
Took in quite a little bit of football as always, but that's every night. So, and then we organised, to be fair, our Christmas staff night out on Saturday. So we went out and had a couple of drinks, and then come back and watched Blackpool last night. So rock and roll, yeah.
Yeah, rock and roll indeed. I was going to ask if it benefited from a fitness perspective, but that's more the squad and not you and the staff, because I imagine that wasn't so much. But has it helped players having those a few extra days?
It definitely has, yeah. I think the fact that we had that virtual trophy game with then no weekend, I could obviously give people more minutes, and then try and freshen it up and get some injuries back, which obviously we're desperately trying to do. So yeah, it come at a good time. I can't sit here and say, look, if we'd have had a game, we'd have been ready for it. But at the same time, I think with the injuries we've got, it just gives those lads another opportunity and a bit more time without us kind of not rushing them back, but wanting them to come back a bit quicker.
Are you now stacked at centre half? Is everyone back available?
Oh, plethora of options. Oh. A plethora, yeah.
But that'll be, look, if they are all available to play in some way, shape or form, that's huge, isn't it? Given what you've been through over the last couple of months.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be naive enough to come here and tell you exactly who's back. You'll have to wait and see for that Wednesday night. But at the same time, look, we're going to have people back. I think in these next couple of weeks, touch wood, we're going to have majority of the group back, which is important coming up to this Christmas period. So, yeah, let's wait and see. Some have trained really well these last few days, and I'm excited to see what we can hopefully produce on Wednesday.
And I imagine one of the tougher parts over the next few weeks will be knowing how much people can play and how much you can push people, maybe trying to rotate them, being a bit more careful with others, because you'll want them all to get back to full fitness as soon as you can, but that's going to take a bit of time, isn't it?
It is, yeah, but at the same time, look, we work a game at a time, so I can't sit here and say, look, for Plymouth, my team's going to be X, Y and Z. We'll prepare right for Blackpool. We'll see who gets through that, and then we'll see who's come out of that well and who can go again and who can't go again. But it's like I've said on a number of these interviews, it'll be good when we get people back because it'll give me opportunity to do that. At this moment in time, the players who are fit have been kind of playing, getting through it. I think this little rest, it's not a real long rest, but it's a rest that you don't get sometimes in thick of things. So we'll stand the squad in good stead, and I know lads are chomping at a bit to get back at home because we've been away for a few games. So like we're back against Wickham, and lads really enjoy being back home, and we're looking forward to it Wednesday against a real good Blackpool team. We've got some real top players, and I'm not kidded on by their league position. If I'd have sat here at the beginning of the season, you said it was going to be up and around there, Blackpool would have definitely been one of the teams I'd have said. So look, they'll be disappointed with them. So I know what squad they've got. I know the names, the fans who come to this game will know a lot of the players, which I don't mean disrespectful to too many teams in League One, but some might not, but they'll know who all these players are. So it'd be another tough game with a good manager who's just took over and a change of mindset, I'm sure, for them. And that's been the tough thing. You do all your work, and then a new manager comes in and you're trying to see what he's trying to implement. Ian's a real good coach, did a great job at Bolton. I'm sure he'll be successful at Blackpool. We're just hoping that he loses at the New York on Wednesday.
Have you been surprised how much they've struggled this year and where they find themselves in the division?
Yeah, I think if you look at his next two games with Blackpool and Plymouth, I think they'll have been early front runners for most people. I know it looks a bit silly me saying that at this moment in time with league positions, etc. But I would have said Plymouth and Blackpool. But that's the beauty of this division. We say all along anybody can beat anybody on any given day, as we've done this season. So again, another tough game, as they all are in League One. I don't look at these two games and think that's an easy 6 points. I'm not that naive. I'm not that stupid. It'll be tough on Wednesday. It'll be tough on Saturday. And we've got to make sure that we do our bit. And if we do that, I'm confident in this group of players.
In terms of your preparations with Blackpool, have you seen much of a difference in terms of style and approach as they've gone from Bruce to Everett?
Yeah, they changed formation slightly. They rotate the different shapes. I know Ian likes to play football, as he did really well at Bolton. Got two kind of with Bloxham and Fletcher up front, two willing workers. I know that he's probably trying to rotate them a little bit more to give them a rest, but he's in the same situation as us. He's got a number of injuries as we have had, so that can be difficult. But yeah, look, Michael Hick was obviously there, who we all know well from his days at Rotherham, and we've got some real good players. And I know they've spent a lot of money this summer, and I'm sure that the fans and the owners will be disappointed with how it's going there, but it's a good group of players who like I say, on any given day can turn up and beat you, and we're well aware of that. Look, some people won't give us up against Lincoln, for example, and we won 3-0, and that ain't who we are. We take everybody seriously, and Blackpool is going to be serious competition. And again, a broken record, but the fans need to get behind us. I know it's a Wednesday night. I appreciate it'll be on telly somewhere, but get down to New York and get behind the lads, and it means the world to us all.
I know you haven't lost in the league since September now, which is an incredible period of time. You've got players coming back from injury. You've got January on the horizon. Are you excited to see where this team and this season can go?
I was excited in March. That hasn't changed. So I don't get any more excited than I was when I first took this job. Every day I come in this club, I'm excited. I love working with players. I think we are slowly getting somewhere. We're not there, so I'm well aware that people watch these interviews and go, oh, look what you said on Monday before Wednesday, and now we've lost against Blackpool. Not that hopefully that happens, but so I'm well aware of where we are. But look, every day comes in excites me. I think you as well have been coming in here. You see the environment, you see how loud it's getting, and that's what you want. I want people coming to work here to enjoy coming to work and then enjoy playing games. And as I said, we're on that path. We're miles away from where I want to be, but we're on that path.
Just check on Jordan Hugel as well in terms of his ankle. How's he getting on? Will he be around and involved this week?
Yeah, he's fine.
It's Jordan Hugel.
Yeah, he's fine.
And we spoke to Dan Gore. He's on 4 yellows at the minute. Is that just a case of you just see what happens? You take your medicine. If he gets one, he gets one. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Because Dan Gore's Dan Gore.
It's hard for me to tell Dan Gore and Kieran Spence and whoever plays in midfield to not tackle, to not track back, to not get stuck in. That's never going to happen. So look, we'll play the game. Hopefully Gore don't get booked. And if he does, I've got a good group in there, so somebody else will come and take his place, and we'll work on it and move forward. There's no point me telling him to ease off. That in how we play.
Brilliant. Thanks, Matt.
Cheers. Thank you.
Hamish Douglas has had plenty of headlines, deservedly so for how well he's done, but just how important have Joe Rafferty and Reece James been at the side of him?
Yeah, massively important. I think that any young player coming into a team needs to come into a environment that is stable. And I think that you've seen, even with Salford game, look like Tom Holmes and Rags, that was their first game back. And this isn't being disrespectful to them in any way, because they're both unbelievable pros and unbelievable careers. But like the other three have been playing, and when they come on at half time, you can see that they've been playing. It's now down to us to try and get Holmesy and Rags some minutes so that we can see the best of them. And again, look, I've said about it once already, but that's the importance of kind of that trophy, that you can get lads up to speed, but you can also blood a lot of youngsters.
Yeah, Thomas Holmes is 3 games in now after a long layoff. What have you made of him in those 3 games?
Well, I thought he were exceptional his first game, and I think his next two is being a bit rusted, kind of coming back. And I know how high Tom's standards are, so I know he was disappointed with Salford, but again, as a manager, I'm trying to control his expectations, because that is who Tom Holmes is. He's a character who aspires to greatness, and I'm never gonna knock him off that peg, because I think that's what has made him have a career. But at the same time, he's wise enough now to realise that you're not always going to be man of the match. And I think that he just thought that he'd click his fingers and come back at the same player, which we all do. I'm but no different as a player. I'd think, this is going to be dead easy, and you get a rude awakening. So, look, we'll be fine, and they'll be fine. They just probably need to sharpen up match minute wise.
Dan, we'll start with a special win at Salford last week. I mean, what was that like to be a part of?
Yeah, it was obviously good to be a part of, being local to home, and obviously getting the win was good.
I mean, when you went there, I don't think anybody envisaged that you'd be coming away with 7 goals at the end of it. It was quite a team performance, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good team performance. I think it was due to score 7 goals. I think in previous games we've had a lot of chances where we might not have put them to bed, but we did that game. So yeah.
I suppose the thing that makes it even better is just the amount of senior players that were missing, either by an injury or not being picked, the amount of youngsters that were in. I mean, what does that say about the group that you've got?
Yeah, well, the Gaffer trusts in everyone. Like, don't matter whether you're an experienced pro or a young pro. Like, everyone deserves to play if they put in the effort in training.
I suppose it's a sign of the confidence as well that Matt and the staff have managed to put all you in. Look, you haven't lost as a group in the league since September. You've only lost once in the cup in extra time. There must be a real confidence around everyone right now.
Yeah, I think the group as a whole is confident, and you can see us coming together as a team properly, and we're doing well, yeah, so we just got to keep it going.
First goal as well. Talk us through it, when you got the ball and what you were thinking when it happened.
You know what? At first, I was thinking like I didn't think I'd be in, so that's why it took me a while to drive forward, because I thought, I'm gonna have to try beat the fullback. But it was a good pass off Kells, and I was in and managed to score. So yeah, it was a good feeling to score my first goal.
Do you feel like it's something that's been coming? You know, have you been working on it in terms of other chances? Is it a bit overdue?
Yeah, I think it's a bit overdue. Probably a bit my fault. Probably should shoot more. My dad keeps getting on to me about it, and the manager. But yeah, so I'd say it's a bit overdue. Yeah.
Has it given you a taste for a few more now?
Hopefully, yeah. We'll see what happens. I'll do my best.
That's one of the beautiful things about being a midfielder, though, isn't it? You have to be a bit of something to everyone, and we've seen you having to help out in defence. But I'm sure if you and others can contribute a bit more going forward, that'll always help.
Yeah, of course, it's going to help the team if the midfielders can contribute to goals and assists and stuff. So, yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about your partnership with Keane Spence over the last month or so. I saw you most recently down at Luton, and I just thought that you bossed the game. You had a real good combination. The fact that you've been providing that screen in front of the back three when there's been players missing, it seems like it's really grown and developed over recent weeks.
Yeah, I think we're getting a good understanding of each other. It's been me and him in there for the last couple of quite a few games now, so we're learning how each other play, and we both work hard in there and rat about, so we're working together well.
Do you feel like you complement each other well? You know, what kind of does he do that and you do, and everything kind of knits together quite well?
Yeah, I think we're quite similar-ish. Like, can both take the ball, can both pass, both run about, and can tackle and stuff. So I think we provide good cover for the defence.
And do you feel like with the players out the back, with kind of Hamish coming in and the fullbacks sitting in as well, with that extra responsibility that you've had, that's really helped you and kind of given you that responsibility within the team?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we trust the back line anyway. They're all good players, and they help us as well, communicating to us on where to be, so they make it easy for us as well.
And we all know your Rotherham United career didn't start the way you wanted to, with injuries and everything else. You seem to have had a real good run of games now. You must be delighted that you've managed to get some time on the pitch, put a real good run together.
Well, it started well actually. I got an assist, but no, yeah, I'm just glad to be back playing and getting a good run of games under my belt. So yeah.
Are you feeling great as well in terms of everything? And now that you've managed to get a good chunk of game time in?
Yeah, definitely. I feel good, ready to go every game. Yeah.
And look, a lot of the reports, a lot of people have been very impressed with what you've been doing. I'm sure there will be other clubs that may well be interested. I know you're here for the season, but are you really happy to stay here, hopefully beyond January, and finish out the season with the way things are going?
Listen, I'm really happy here. I just take it game by game and focus on the games that are coming up. But I'm happy. I've enjoyed my time here. So we'll just see what happens.
And what have Man United been saying to you about your time here and what you've managed to do?
Nothing much really. Just keep getting the games under your belt. Keep playing well. Stuff like that really.
Do you feel that Matt Hamshaw and his staff have been really positive for you in terms of the development that you've got here? Because clearly you'll have worked with some great players and great coaches at Manchester United, but do you feel they've really helped you progress as well?
Yeah, 100%. He just gives you the confidence to go and express yourself and be confident on the ball and just play out. He just wants me to play how I play. He knows the qualities I've got, and he gives me the confidence to go and express myself and show that.
And I imagine they feel that there's a lot more to come from you as well, and have maybe challenged you to bring in different parts of your game and try and take them onto the next stage.
Yeah, I think so. I think you can always push for more. Like you said, I've been good defensively, but I think I can add a bit more going forward now. So hopefully we can do that.
I understand you're walking a bit of a yellow card tightrope going into Blackpool this week. Is that something you think about, or you just have to go in there, play your normal game, and whatever happens, happens?
I'm just going to have to go in there and play my normal game, and obviously got to be sensible about it. You're going to think about it. It's only natural in it, but yeah, hopefully can not get a yellow card for that.
And I mentioned the run earlier. It's a brilliant run. Clearly, it was a very tough start to the season, but no league defeats since September. It must just, as a group now, be a case of let's just see how much we can push this, how far we can go, and just really take this forward now.
Yeah, I think the group are dead confident now. At the start of the season, we started off a bit shaky, but I think we had like spells where we was good, but now you see more as the whole game. The spells has lasted the whole game, and you can see it in the results. I think we need to turn some of the draws into wins, but I think that'll come.
And do you feel like right now you've, as a group, as a team, you've put yourself in a great position now to go on and have a successful season, really challenge those top six and really push on?
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously a busy time around Christmas, so if we come out of Christmas with some good results, I think we can go and push on in the new year.
Brilliant. Thank you, Dan.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers.
Dan, we all knew you could play before the season started because we saw the glimpses last season. But has this season gone even better than you thought it might?
I wouldn't say it's gone better because I believe in myself and I know what I can do and I know I've got more to show.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, the fans have obviously taken to you. I mean, you've been a standout performance level. Does that support filter through to you? Can you feel it when you play?
Yeah, definitely. I feel the support and I just want to give my efforts to the fans for giving that support to me.
Yeah. I've written a couple of times that when you're on the pitch, you can be a mean little sod, and I mean that as an absolute compliment. Because for someone like of your ability, you're not scared to mix it when you need to, are you?
No, but I think that especially in this league, that's what you've got to have because it's a physical league. Everybody knows that, so you've got to have that to your game. Otherwise, you're going to struggle.